Hey guys, welcome to Club Cal Online. I'm Grace and I'm here with Alina and we are going to take you through a Strength 360 class. The things you'll need today for this class are a yoga mat or just some comfortable floor space. We will be lying down on our bellies and on our backs, so make sure that you have a mat if you're working on hard floor or carpet is fine. Then we also have a big loop band to work our hamstrings. So grab one of these guys. You'll also need something to anchor it to. So we're anchoring it to our stall bar, but you can wrap it around like the leg of a coffee table or the if you have a little leg of a couch, something that's sturdy enough that's not gonna move when you pull it. If you're working out with someone, you can also have someone hold the other end of your band. So make sure you have that. And then the last thing you need is a pair of dumbbells or maybe a couple different pairs of weights. If you don't have dumbbells at home, you can use any weighted object. So backpack full of books or a water jug, just something that you can overhead press with. And then we're also gonna do some lateral raises, all right? Once you guys have everything, all your equipment, we're gonna start warming up and we're just gonna start with a little bit of a jog in place. So just kind of nice and easy. If you guys have some space at home or wherever you're working out, you can maybe run in circles, but we're just gonna kind of jog right in place just to start getting the blood flowing. We're gonna focus primarily on hamstrings, glutes, and shoulders today. So you're gonna be feeling a lot of those things working. We got a little bit of core as well. So we should be starting to feel the heart rate get up a little bit here. Nothing too crazy, but just kind of waking up the body, waking up the mind maybe too. Good, and then we're gonna take it into a jumping jack for about 30 seconds. So legs wide, arms wide. And again, all we're trying to do here is just get warmed up, get that blood pumping. Good. Perfect, just being light on those toes. Starting to feel the shoulders, get some blood flow into those as well. Let's go for about 10 more seconds here. Excellent. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. For this next one, we're gonna warm up the legs using a glute bridge. So you're gonna come down onto your back side and you're gonna lie on your back. I'll have Alina show this one for us. Lie on your back, knees are bent, heels are probably 6 to 8 inches from your hips. From here, you're gonna squeeze your butt and just lift the hips up and back down. And we're gonna do this for 30 seconds. And our goal on this one is to really start to feel it in the glutes. So we wanna make sure that we're not arching your back at the top. So keep your ribs pulled down and in a little bit. Focus on driving the hips towards the ceiling, not the rib cage. That'll help keep the weight in your legs and in your glutes and not in your lower back. We're gonna be doing some single leg hip bridges later on. Really, oh yeah, she's excited. Really working those glutes. I love to work glutes and hamstrings. Good, go ahead and rest. And we're just gonna flip it over into a tabletop and we're gonna warm up the shoulders a little bit more. So from here, we're just gonna drop the chest towards the floor, retract the shoulders, then widen the shoulder blades and protract. And we're gonna do this for 30 seconds. And you're welcome to either stay here on hands and knees. You can lift the knees and take it to a plank if you want a little bit more challenge on the shoulders and on the core. We're gonna do both of these exercises a couple times, so don't feel like you have to go too crazy with it right away. Alina's ready to get crazy. Just go into those toes, yeah. She's ready for it. And if you're taking this variation, guys, notice how her back is nice and flat. She's supporting her back with her core. The only thing that's moving is those shoulders. And go ahead and rest. Let's do 2 more rounds just like that, starting with our glute bridge. Go ahead and go back to your backside. We've got 30 seconds here, and go ahead and begin. And if you're doing this and you want to start to get those hamstrings involved a little bit more, one thing you can practice is when you get to the top of that bridge, kind of isometrically, so without actually moving your feet, pull your heels towards your shoulders. That's going to allow you to feel your hamstrings, or in other words, the back of your legs, a little bit more. How's that feel?
I feel it a lot more.
Oh, good. Excellent. Yeah, you'll definitely get a lot more leg engagement if you're doing that little bit of a pull with your heels. And rest. All right, let's flip it back over. We've got those scap shrugs again. On your knees or on your toes, your choice, 30 seconds, and begin. You can also do a combination of both, right? Maybe you start on your knees, go to the toes later on, or vice versa. Good. This is really great shoulder mobility as well, right? Getting those scaps to move forward and back in their full range of motion. Excellent. 10 more seconds here, guys. And rest. All right, we're gonna do both of those one more time, starting with that glute bridge. Let's do it, guys. Go ahead and come onto your back side. We got 30 seconds here, and begin. And same thing, we really wanna get the work into the glutes and in the hamstrings. You can give it that little heel pull at the top to get more hamstring engagement. And then as always, be aware of that lower back, right? We don't want to be lifting and arching too crazy into that lower back. We want those ribs pulled in a little bit. 10 more seconds here. Yeah, oh yeah, yep. That yoga background. And rest. And sometimes, I mean, depending on the purpose of it, sometimes I will have people arch if we're like working on back bending or something like that. So that's a different purpose. Right. Okay, 30 seconds. Last round, guys, and begin. All right, she's going to toes, going back into that plank position. Good, good, good. And your goal here, guys, is just to get as much range of motion as you can through those shoulders. If you've never done this before, your range of motion might be really small, and that's totally fine. If you're pretty mobile, you might be getting a lot of retraction, protraction. Either is fine. Less than 10 seconds. Guys, try to keep those elbows straight. Working just the shoulders. 3, 2, and rest. Good. Okay. Before we get into our first strength set, we're going to stretch the wrists a little bit. We're not going to be on the hands too much. We'll be doing some planks, but we will be doing some stuff with dumbbells, so we like to stretch out those wrists. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to make a fist with your right hand, and I like to kind of take that other hand and just like make sure it stays in a fist. You're going to bring the back of your hand to the floor, keep that fist nice and tight, and then from here you're just going to start to straighten out your elbow, and it might not get all the way straight. You're just going to take it until you feel a stretch along the top of the hand. Feel that? And the forearm. Should feel really nice. Yeah. Yeah. Good. And then we're going to switch sides. Same thing. Make that fist. Keep it nice and tight. You can use the other hand or not. If that index finger is popping out, maybe use the other hand to keep it in there. Yeah, it does like to, at least mine likes to kind of come loose. Keep it tucked in there.
It's like trying to hold your ring finger out.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, and again, you should feel a stretch, maybe in the back of the forearm, the wrist, the hand, maybe all of the above, just depending on where you're tightest.
It's popping out.
I know, right? It's that index finger. It doesn't want to stay in there.
The whole hand wants to come open on this side.
All right, and then we're going to finish with palms flat. So spread the fingers wide, palms flat, straighten the elbows, lean forward. If you'd like, you can take some side to side movement, forward, back. Whatever feels good here. Excellent. All right, we're gonna go into our main strength superset today. We're gonna work hamstrings and we're gonna work some overhead press. So we're gonna start with our hamstring curl. You wanna show the setup for this? So you'll wanna anchor your band like we talked about earlier. So I just have one side kind of looped into the other, right? And then you can kind of pull it nice and tight. So from there, you guys are gonna loop that band around the back of your ankles. Okay, so she's kind of reaching back. Then the other thing you can do to keep that band from rolling off your foot is to hook your foot around the end of that band, right? So band is across the ankles, she's hooking her feet. Then from there, you guys are gonna scoot forward and lie on your belly. So in this position, you should already feel some tension on the band. If this is loosey-goose, probably need to move it a little bit farther forward. From here, you guys are gonna push your hips down into the floor, pull your heels towards your butt, and you should feel those hammies firing up, all right? We're gonna do 10 reps. If you need more resistance, you can either go with a heavier band or you can step it a little bit farther forward. All right, are we ready? She's got a couple extra reps. We're gonna do 10 here. And 1. Good, keep the hips pushing down into the floor. 2, the hips really like to pop up towards the ceiling on this one. Make sure they're pushing down. There's 3. How's that feel? Good. 4, big squeeze at that end range. 5, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze right there. Good. 6, 7, pull, squeeze, nice. 8, beautiful. 9, big squeeze, and 10. Good, good, good. And then to get out of it, yeah, feeling it, yeah, you can just kind of.
The ones that make you like unable to walk the next day.
Oh yeah, yeah, you guys might be feeling your hamstrings tomorrow. Okay, we're gonna add overhead press with this. So you guys are gonna grab your weights, your dumbbells, your backpack, whatever it is you're using. And we're gonna work a neutral grip overhead press. So neutral grip meaning palms face in. We're also gonna keep our elbows in line with our shoulders. So we're starting here in this position. You're just gonna press above head and come back down. What we really wanna try to avoid is this big arch in the back, right? We wanna keep a little bit of that hollow body, ribs pulled in so that we're supporting our back. And we're gonna do 10 reps here. Try to find a weight that's challenging for you for 10 reps if possible. Ready?
Ready.
Let's do it, here we go. And there's 1, good, keeping those elbows hugged in tight. 2, 3, very nice. 4, good. 5, bring those elbows all the way down by your ribs at the bottom. Good. 6, yeah, we're going full range of motion. 7, 8, yes, good. 9, last couple reps should feel challenging here. And 10, very nice, very nice. All right, we're gonna take a little bit of rest before we go into round 2. We're gonna continue to stretch the wrists here. And really, you guys, you can stretch the wrists if you want, or you can just kind of chill. You can grab some water. The purpose of this is just to rest our legs and our arms a little bit before we go into round 2. So we're gonna take fingers back this time, and we're gonna lean back and just enjoy that stretch. So we have 4 rounds of this, by the way, the hamstring curl and the overhead press. Yeah, we're getting that volume in. And this overhead press with weights, really great way to cross train for your handstand push-up, right? Similar movement, but we're taking the balance out of it, obviously. We're taking the core piece out of it a little bit as well, and just allows you to build that strength in your shoulders and triceps. Okay, my friend, are you ready for round 2?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. She's ready, she's excited. All right, so you guys have done it once already. You kind of know what it feels like. So feel free to make adjustments. If it was way too hard, maybe you back up a little bit, way too easy, maybe you go forward. And here we go for 1. Big squeeze, great job pushing those hips down. 2, good, good. 3, push the hips down, big squeeze here. 4, nice. 5, excellent. 6, big squeeze, big squeeze. 7, nice, Alina. Last few reps here, guys. 8, 9, make it challenging. Good. And 10, lots of engagement at that end range. Oh, yeah. Good job, good job. Feeling that one, I could tell. Yeah, I could tell. All right, so we're gonna stand back up. We're gonna grab those weights again. We're going overhead press. Again, feel free to make adjustments to your weight if you have that option. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, yep, there we go, going all the way down. 3, 4, 5, very nice, 6, keep fighting to keep those elbows in on the way up and on the way down, 7, very nice, 8, feeling it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, 9, woo, and 10, good. And remember guys, it's okay to struggle a little bit. It's okay if you're shaking a little bit. That's what we want. It should be challenging enough that it's going to make us stronger once we recover from our workout. Okay, let's go back on down to the floor. This time, we're gonna turn the palms flat and we're gonna turn those pinkies in towards one another, kind of a weird one. And we're just giving our wrists some love in between. And again, guys, feel free to do anything else that you might need to during this time. Grab water. If you're just really challenging yourself, maybe you just lay flat on the ground real quick. Again, the purpose of this is just to give us some rest time so that we're ready to go again. Check your text messages. Get on Instagram. No. Then your rest time ends up being like 7 minutes. Or at least that's the case for me. If I'm on my phone, all of a sudden I've taken too long. So I know. Okay, round 3. Here we go. Let's set up with that band. Set up with the band. Make it challenging. So last 2 to 3 reps should feel tough. A little bit of shaking is okay. Here we go. 1, 2. Nice, guys. 3. You guys at home as well. Make sure those hips are pushing down into the floor the whole time. 4. Good. 5, our bodies like to cheat this one by lifting our butts up towards the ceiling. 6, but we don't want to do that. We want to keep them down. 7, nice. 8, good, good. Last 2 here, big squeeze at that end range of motion. That was 9. 1 more and 10. Oh yeah, nice job. All right, round 3 of our overhead press. Grab those weights. Here we go, tight core. There's 1. She's ready to go, man. She's getting into it. 2, 3, keep the elbows pulled in tight. 4, 5, 6, real nice. 7, awesome job. 8, we got 2 more, big push here. 9, and 10. Awesome, awesome job. All right, we're gonna take another minute, then we're gonna go into our final round. We're back down on the floor here. This time we're gonna turn the palms up, fingers face in. This is similar to what we did before, but now we have that open fist. You can rock side to side here. Again, grab water if you need it. Also feel free, guys, if you need more rest time in between these sets, feel free to pause the video, do what you gotta do, and then rejoin us when you're ready. How's those hamstrings feeling?
They're feeling ready for another set.
They're ready? Oh man, I like it. Okay, she's ready, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Exactly, exactly. It's summer, we're hiking, we're biking. It's good cross training. All right, let's do it, guys. This is our final set. Really challenge yourself here. All right, make it challenging. Give it all you got on this last set, whatever that means for you today. And 1. Good. 2. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone a little bit on these strength sets. 3. Those hips down. Good. 4. 5. 6. Nice. 7. Uh-oh, we lost it. There we go. It happens. 8. Big pull, big pull, big pull. Nice. 9. Big pull, squeeze at that end range. Good. 10, last one. Push those hips down. Big squeeze at the end of it. Excellent. Good work. All right. Good job. Last set of overhead presses. Let's do it. Again, last set. Really challenge yourself here. 1. Yes. 2. Good, good. 3, 4, awesome job at the core, that's nice. 5, 6, 7, 8, nice job. 9, and big push on this last one, and 10. Good work. All right, guys, we're gonna stretch out those hamstrings, then we're gonna move on to a little bit of accessory work. So go ahead and come back down onto the floor, and we're gonna take one heel in towards the body, other leg is out, and you can either flex the toes, this will give you a little bit more of a calf stretch, or you can point them, this will give you more hamstring. You can try both and see what feels best. And we're just gonna fold forward, and that should feel really nice after all those hamstring curls, yeah? Should hit the spot. You guys can, if you need to, you can bend the knee a little bit. Feel free to take some movement here. Find a position that feels good on your body. You should be feeling it right here in that hamstring, same spot we worked with the band. We'll spend a little bit of time stretching, and then we're gonna finish with a little bit more hamstring and glutes, a little bit more shoulders, and we got some core work as well. And let's switch sides. Let's get that other leg out. Same deal, guys. You can flex the toes, you can point, slight bend in the knee, maybe you lock it out, either way. Feel free to kind of play around, see what feels good on your body today. Feel free to take some deeper breaths here. Good, I can see that yoga experience, right? Using that breath to get into the stretch. I can see it. Right, go ahead and release it, guys. We have a little bit more to do. We've got a strength circuit. This time we're gonna move through a little bit more quickly. We're gonna aim for 4 rounds. We'll see how we do on time. But we're not gonna rest in between sets. We're kind of just gonna roll through, get that conditioning. So first exercise you guys are gonna do is a single leg hip bridge. This is the same thing we did in the warm-up, but now it's with one leg. It's gonna make it a little bit more challenging on the glutes here. So you're gonna lie on your back side. One leg is extended. And then you're just gonna push down into that heel to lift up and down. If you'd like to make it a little bit more challenging, you can grab one of those dumbbells. You're gonna put it right on top of the hip of the leg that's on the floor, right? That's gonna add some more weight, get you working a little harder there. We're gonna do this for time, 30 seconds per side, okay? We'll start with that, then I'll show you the next exercise when we get there. But let's get rolling here in 3, 2, and let's do it. Good, and we're going for time, so if you want to, you can count your reps to make sure we do the same amount on both sides, but if you don't want to, don't worry about it. You'll get about the same amount. Good, good, good. And just like we did in the warm-up, we want to focus on getting those glutes working, keeping the ribs down and in. Good, you can add that little bit of a hamstring squeeze at the top like we did in the warm-up. Make it challenging, right? 3, 2, and switch sides right into that other side, and let's go. Good, so I love this exercise because it's one of the few exercises that really isolates the glutes, right? There's not as much quad going on here like there are when we do squats, when we do lunges. This is almost mostly glutes. 10 more seconds here. Feeling it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, all right, excellent. Making it look easy, I had to check in. This looks very relaxed right now. 3, 2, and rest, good. We're gonna grab some weights, we're gonna stand up, and we're gonna rock a lateral raise. So we're continuing to work the top of the shoulders. So for this one, you're gonna root your shoulders down towards the floor, right? Pull those scaps into your back pockets. You're gonna keep the shoulders down the whole time, but you're gonna raise the arms to about shoulder height or maybe slightly higher. But what we don't wanna do is this, right? We're not trying to work the neck. We're just trying to isolate those shoulders. And again, we're gonna go for 30 seconds, getting as many reps as you can, okay? Try not to use momentum. If you're having to do this kind of thing, maybe go a little lighter on that weight. All right, ready? And let's do it. Good, good, good. And this one, guys, is probably gonna need a slightly lighter weight potentially than your overhead press. This one tends to be a little bit more challenging than overhead pressing, so feel free to adjust that weight if needed. She's rocking the same weight. It's awesome. We got 10 more seconds, guys. Good, good, good. And don't have to be too particular about form. It's really just about keeping those shoulders down and not using momentum. Good, go ahead and rest. Our last movement is gonna be shoulder taps in a plank. You guys are gonna be down in a plank. My advice is to go a tad bit wider with the feet than you normally would. Your goal is to not let the hips roll side to side as you tap the opposite shoulder, okay? You can always drop to the knees if you need to, or just hold the plank. So lots of options there for you. Find something that's challenging for you for 30 seconds. Ready, and begin. And guys, remember those hips. So imagine you're balancing a glass of water on your lower back and you're trying not to spill it. Or maybe it's wine, whiskey, I don't know. The point is, you don't want to spill that glass, right? Super stable. Yeah, awesome, awesome job. Nice, 10 more seconds, guys. Squeeze those glutes, don't let those hips wiggle side to side. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, guys, so that's round 1. We got 3 more. We're gonna roll right into those single leg hip bridges. Let's do it. So moving a little bit faster on this one, just getting that conditioning in. Oh, she's adding the weight. I dig it. I dig it. All right, and begin. And it's always worth it to try, right? If you're not super familiar with this movement, try it with the weight. You never know. You never know what you're capable of. You can always do like 10 seconds with the weight and then set it down and finish without. Excellent. 10 more seconds here. Nice and high. Bottom of the rib cage pulls down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Let's take it right over into the other side. Switching that weight and begin. Yeah. How's that with the weight?
More challenging.
More challenging. Good. That's how we like it. We like it to be challenging. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. Good, nice and controlled. We got 10 more seconds on this side. Guys, keep focusing on pushing down through that heel. Try to squeeze the hamstring at the top. 3, 2, and 1. Let's grab those weights, pop up. We got our lateral raises here. All right, and begin. Yeah. Good, good, good. Really focusing on those delts today, right? Top of the shoulder. Good, good, good. Yeah, just getting a little sweaty. That's good, that's good. Yeah, we're moving a little bit quicker on this round. So if you feel your heart rate elevating, if you're starting to sweat, totally normal, right? These are not quite the same as our strength sets where we're taking a lot of rest. This is more conditioning, fast-paced, and go ahead and rest. All right, guys, we're down in that plank, shoulder taps. I will give you the option here. I'm not gonna show it, but if you are familiar with shoulder taps in a handstand and you want a little extra challenge, you're welcome to go upside down on the wall or freestanding and do shoulder taps in your handstand. Again, we're not gonna show that, but if you know it, you're welcome to do it. And begin. Good, good, good. And all of these things that we're doing today, great way to cross train for your handstand, push-up. We're just doing it without actually doing those things today. Good, 10 more seconds here. Remember that glass of water on the lower back, right? We don't want it to spill. If our hips are doing this, we're gonna lose that glass of water. So nice and stable and rest. All right, guys, we got 2 rounds down, 2 to go. Stay with me here, let's keep moving. All right, we're on our back side, we're working those single leg hip bridges. A little bit of endurance work here, 4 rounds, and begin. Excellent. Starting with the opposite leg this time, I see. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter either way. we're doing both sides, so it's all good. Halfway. Challenge yourself here, guys. Good, good, good. We got 5 more seconds. Should be feeling a good burn here. 3, 2, and rest. Let's go right over to that other side and begin. Nice. Good, good. Squeezing the glute at the top. And notice as you fatigue, right, it gets a lot easier to dump that weight into your lower back when your legs get tired. So really focus in, make sure it's the legs that are taking most of the work. You might feel it a little bit in your lower back, and that's okay, but most of the work should be happening in those legs, or that leg, I should say. And rest. Good job. All right, you know what's next. We've done this already. You know what's coming. We got those lateral raises. 30 seconds here, and begin. Let's do it. Yeah. Good, good, good. And remember, shoulders away from ears. It's a little bit safer of a position here. That's going to ensure that we're working the delts and not necessarily our neck muscles, right? Not trying to strengthen our neck here. That's for another time, I suppose. 10 seconds. How you feeling? Woo, she's feeling it. Yeah. Good, good, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. That's awesome. And guys, if that's where you're at, where it's getting really hard, that's a good place to be, right? It is okay to struggle a little bit with these movements as long as you're staying safe, because that's what's gonna allow our bodies and our muscles to adapt, right? And to get stronger. Okay, on that note, shoulder taps. Here we go, and begin. You're gonna be feeling the shoulders a lot here, right? Going directly from those raises into this movement, it's a lot of shoulders. Would you say that's accurate?
Yeah, it's a lot of shoulders.
It's a lot of shoulders.
I think I have shoulders still.
Yeah, they're still there. They're still there. Do the best you can with this, guys. Find a variation that's challenging for you, but it's also gonna keep you safe. If your lower back is sagging a lot, maybe come to the knees, maybe just hold the plank. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good news. We have 1 round left. You guys are rocking it. Yeah, last round, best round. Yeah, cool. All right, she's going without the weight. Guys, find a variation that's going to be challenging for you. Maybe you go less weight, maybe you go more weight. Feel free to gauge it as needed. All right, and here we go. 30 seconds. Guys, stick with it. Stay in it mentally, stay focused. It's really easy to start tuning out when you do the same exercises over and over and over again, but try to keep your focus in your body, know what it's doing, know what's going on. Good, good, good. 10 seconds here on this side. Good stuff. Love this movement right here. Last 3, 2, and rest. That's nice. Other side. And begin. Guys, we are almost there. And remember, if it's tough, if it's challenging, if it sucks a little bit, that's okay, right? We want to get out of our comfort zone. We want to feel a little uncomfortable in order to get stronger. 15. Well done. Good. 10 seconds here. We're down to our last few reps. Big squeeze of the glute and the hamstrings at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. All right. We have raises, we have shoulder taps, and then we get to slow down and stretch. Okay, so we're almost there. Here we go. 30 seconds and begin. I don't typically do 4 rounds of conditioning at the end. This is a little bit more than we usually do, but I do think there's a lot of value in high volume, right? Doing a lot of sets, a lot of reps of the same movement. Really, really good for muscle memory. Got 10 more seconds. For strength building, for hypertrophy training. Oh, I like that, the alternating. That's a great variation. 3, 2, and 1. That's okay though, that's okay. All right, this is it, guys. We have those shoulder taps, 30 seconds. Challenge yourself here and begin. Don't be afraid to make it hard for yourself. And again, keep yourself safe. It's better to be on the knees and have a flat back than be on the toes and really be sagging those hips. So don't be afraid to come down if you need to. Good. She is crushing it. She's a plank master over here. Good, good, good. Stable hips, stable hips. It really is a lot of hip and oblique work, right, to keep our hips from moving side to side. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. How you feeling? Glistening a little bit. Good. All right, guys, we're gonna stretch it out. So good news, we're gonna start to slow down. We're gonna take a 90-90 stretch. So you're gonna come into this 90-90 position where both knees are bent at 90 degrees. You've got about 90 degrees through the hips as well. So bring this leg forward just a tad bit. Yeah, once you guys are in this position, you're gonna turn towards your front leg and we're just gonna fold over the top of that thigh, and that should feel, I'll get out of your way here, that should feel really nice on the glute or the hip. How's that feel? Good. Good, yeah, this is one of my favorites. We're gonna spend a nice long full minute here just enjoying this stretch. Good, and you guys, we are done with the hard stuff, so start to relax a little bit here. You can close your eyes, you can take some deep breaths. Good, just kind of enjoy this downtime, this stretch time. And I do encourage you to take this little bit of a cool down. It's easy to kind of finish our workout and walk out the door. I'm totally guilty of doing that, but if we can take a little bit of time to cool down, to stretch, it's just good for the muscles, can prevent us from getting too sore the next day. You still might be sore, but getting a little bit of stretching, maybe foam rolling, can help take the edge off that. All right, guys, we're gonna switch it over to the other side. We're gonna take that same 90-90 position. Now the other leg is in front. And again, check in. We want both knees at 90, also 90 through the hip crease as well. And you're gonna fold over that front leg and it should feel amazing. And just enjoy it. Take some deep breaths, close the eyes, try to relax through the legs. They're probably gonna feel a little fatigued after the workout we just did. We're about halfway here. As you feel those muscles relaxing and opening up, you can maybe bring your chest a little bit lower. If you're pretty low already, you can try to stretch it further forward if you need to. Otherwise, you can kind of stay right where you're at. Good. Couple more breaths here. Excellent. And go ahead and come on up. We're going to stretch the shoulders because this and this, right? We did a lot of shoulders today. You're going to lie on your belly for this one. And you're going to bring one arm underneath your chest, so palm face up, and you want it below the neck, so we don't want that arm right in your neck. The other arm is just going to reach out in front, and you're just going to push that opposite armpit towards the floor. If it doesn't feel good to be down here on your belly, to have all your weight on top of that arm, come up to a seated position. Go ahead and just pull that arm across the chest. Either way, you should feel a nice stretch on the shoulder, maybe in the back of the shoulder, maybe right on top where we worked it. Kind of depends on, again, on your body, where you're tightest in that area. So just spend some time here relaxing into it, taking a couple deep breaths. Just enjoy the stretch. Nice, nice, nice. And then go ahead and switch sides. Let's get that other arm under the body. And again, we want that palm facing the ceiling. Opposite arm stretches out in front of you. Or maybe you're coming up and you're taking that seated variation, totally fine as well, whatever feels best for you. This is a really good way to kind of get into the back of the shoulder. It's kind of a hard spot to hit as far as stretching goes. So this is one of my favorites for that area. And again, trying to relax here. You can close the eyes, take some deep breaths. Just enjoy these last few moments of relaxation, of downtime. And go ahead and release it. Come on back up. How you feeling? Great, good, good. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this workout, and we'll see you next time.